All right, the Invest Karnataka 2025 Global Investors Meet has been inaugurated by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. With the theme Reimagining Growth, Invest Karnataka 2025 expects investment proposals worth rupees 10 lakh crores with a target of realizing at least 70% of these commitments. Representatives from 19 countries are engaging in investment dialogues at the Bengaluru's Palace grounds. The expo is focusing on fostering cross-sector collaborations and investments, enabling knowledge shared between leading enterprises, research institutions and policymakers. Featuring more than 75 marquee speakers, over 25 technical sessions, more than 10 country sessions and SME Connect discussions, the state's flagship Global Investors Meet will provide deep insights into global economic trends, emerging technologies and resilience strategies. Cutting-edge solutions across sectors including drone technology, space tech, agri-tech, health tech, semiconductor technology, electric mobility and sustainable manufacturing are being featured. It shall also feature autonomous solutions for manufacturing, aerospace and defence, underlining Karnataka's role as India's innovation hub. The expo is all set to host a diverse mix of global industry leaders, high-growth startups and research-driven enterprises, providing them with an opportunity to connect with potential investors, policymakers and technology partners as well. Uday Pratap Singh, my colleague, is joining us at this point in time. He's at the Palace grounds in Bengaluru where the summit is being held. Uday, thank you for joining us. Well, the Raksha Mantri has spoken at the event, and he also in fact went on to talk about what this event means. It's a good amalgamation, Uday, of the government making Karnataka and its enterprise into something profitable and private investment and equity pouring in.
Well, absolutely, Vineet. The Invest Karnataka Summit 2025 has just kicked off. It has been officially inaugurated at the Palace grounds in Bengaluru, and in fact, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was present here for the inauguration. In fact, we also did see Union Minister Prahlad Joshi in attendance. The Chief Minister of Karnataka has just left, in fact, from this particular very venue. This is I'm right here backstage. You can see that is the stage, of course, where the summit, of course, is happening. That is the main stage where all the dignitaries were present. The Chief Minister, despite being in visible pain, in fact, he entered on a wheelchair, was here for this all-important summit, of course, addressing the gathering as well of corporates and global leaders as well who've come here to Bengaluru. Apart from that, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar also present here. Heavy Industries Minister M.B. Patil, who, of course, has been spearheading all efforts for Invest Karnataka, also present here. Apart from, of course, a gamut of corporates from across India, from industrialists like Sajjan Jindal, Anand Mahindra, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, to also representatives of the TVS Group and the Kirloskar Group. They were all here pledging their support for investments in Karnataka. In fact, several MOUs have also been signed on the occasion, Vineet, of this inauguration itself. In fact, on this very stage, those MOUs were signed, which do go into crores. A big figure, of course, as you just said as well, almost 70 lakh crores, of course, is expected to be the total amount of investment pledged for Karnataka. The minister saying that they want 70 to 80% of that realized as well, not just, of course, MOUs that often are signed on paper but don't translate into action on ground. It was also an interesting mix of cooperative federalism, and the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh did make mention of that in his speech, where he said it's very magnanimous of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and the Karnataka government to have Defence Minister, of course, from an opposite party as the guest of prominence at such an event, which is hosted by Congress Karnataka government. And he did say that this shows that there are certain issues that should be above political differences, and obviously everyone should work towards the growth of the nation. Interestingly, Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge are not attending the opening inauguration, although they were meant to be earlier, but we are hearing that they perhaps will attend over the next few days.
Of enterprises and companies and interested people are there at the event, and this is obviously an event which is talking about a revenue generation, or rather a business of 10 lakh crore. It must be having that scope and scale to invite the people with these deep pockets.
Absolutely, absolutely, Vineet. In fact, I'll just get in quickly our Bengaluru correspondent as well, Belly Thomas, in at this point. Belly, to attract so much of global investment, and the former Prime Minister of Greece will also be in attendance at this summit, along with, of course, global AI leaders and tech giants, because remember, Bengaluru is the IT city, Vineet, and obviously we are seeing a lot of interest from tech companies, AI companies at this particular summit, all wanting to invest in Karnataka growth, in fact, in energy, in tech, in startups, SMEs also, of course, present along with other entrepreneurs, and there has to be a huge scale of such an event. Belly. Only then does so much investment come, and that scale is something we are seeing here in Bengaluru, aren't we?
Correct. The Industries Minister MB Patil has as of now seen 10 lakh crore of investments coming into all the sectors, say it like the manufacturing, the IT, the biotechnology, the semiconductor, the electromotives, and the clean energy sectors. So, and the artificial intelligence as well. So all these, the MOUs would be signed, and it's going to. And he has prioritized that 70% of this 10 lakh crores will have to be realized, and it wouldn't be on papers as such. So this is the kind of work that's happening behind the screens when this particular 3-day summit, a flagship event of Karnataka, is happening.
Absolutely. In fact, another very interesting aspect is, which was also mentioned by the Union Minister Prahlad Joshi on stage, that Aero India is also happening at the very same time in Bengaluru. In fact, it's happening in another part of the city, and this is, of course, happening in another part of the city. But the fact is, it's happening on the very same dates. Prahlad Joshi said he was concerned that possibly this could lead to disturbance, but there's actually been synergy, because those big giants who are coming in for the Aero India to Bengaluru are also coming to Invest Karnataka, and those giants who are attending, corporate giants who are attending, of course, Invest Karnataka, are also going to the Aero India show. So that has also been an interesting amalgamation of sorts, which has been happening in this very city. Two big prominent events, which obviously are large-scale events showcasing India's power, of course, and growing interest globally, attracting, of course, investment, but also urging those companies to come and make in India, is something, of course, that has been the center's push and investment and focus. But it's also, of course, being the Karnataka government's push. And also, as Belly was just saying, that big amount, of course, the Industries Minister also making it a point to say that he's going to make sure that that amount is realized, because very often the opposition criticizes, saying the MOUs often last just on paper, but don't translate into action on ground. MB Patil is very serious about getting it on ground as well.
Yeah, like you said, the twin, it's like one stone and getting two birds. Prahlad Joshi, Union Minister Prahlad Joshi also was referring to this particular thing, that, a lot of investors who had come for the aviation sector there at Aero India will also visit, the Global Investors Meet, and people who are visiting the investors who had come, or the delegates who have come here for the...
So we are live, in fact, Mr. Munjal, on NewsX right now. You've just attended, of course, this power-packed inauguration. What are your first thoughts on Invest Karnataka?
My first thoughts, as everybody said...
Mr. Munjal, of course, is a very well-known face of Hero Enterprises.
Yes, my first, Karnataka is a great state for renewable energy. It is one of the few states which has both wind and solar. There's not a lot of states in India where you get good wind, and Karnataka is amongst the ones where wind and solar both are combined. So it's a great place to work. It's a great place for renewable energy. And I think in renewable energies, it'll be one of the top states going forward.
Is your group bullish about the state as well? Will you be investing further here?
We are planning to invest a lot here. This is amongst one of the few states that we are concentrating on. And like I said, because renewable energy is in abundance here, this will have to be a mainstay for anybody who's in renewable energies.
Was it also, great that we saw bipartisan presence, which shows that, the center and the state are certainly, despite political differences, as the defense minister mentioned, on the same, sort of wavelength as far as development of our nation is concerned, and also this push for renewable energy that you're talking about?
Yes, I think so. I think development of the nation is brilliant, and it has to be an all-party effort. So politics is one side and development is on the other.
Thank you very
Yes,
much,
thank you.
Mr. Munjal, for
Yeah.
speaking with us there. Mr. Munjal, of course, one of the industrialists who was present on stage for this inauguration, speaking with us exclusively there. He, of course, is from the Hero Enterprises Group, another, of course, prominent company in India. They are also talking about how they're giving a huge push. I was talking about that earlier, Vineet, about the focus of this summit, being on renewable energy.
All right.
Also, of course, on entrepreneurs, also on tech and AI, given that, of course, Bengaluru is the IT hub.
Absolutely, Uday. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for those valuable insights. Well, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has spoken at the event as well. We're going to listen in to what he said.
This city gave India its software technology foundation. I am confident that in the near future, Bengaluru will give India its first foundational artificial intelligence model. Once Mahatma Gandhi ji gave us a talisman, a guiding principle for decision making. He urged us to consider the interest of the most marginalized person before making any decision. In a similar spirit, I want to offer you a talisman of my own. Whenever you have doubts about India's future or India's potential, just do one thing: come to Bengaluru. Visit this city and witness its thriving IT industry, its dynamic startup ecosystem, and its young, innovative entrepreneurs and technologists. When you see firsthand the energy, ambition, and the groundbreaking work happening here, all your doubts about India's future will fade away. Your uncertainties will disappear, and your confidence in India's limitless potential will grow stronger than ever. Friends, beyond all these factors, there is an even bigger advantage. When you invest in Karnataka, you are not just gaining access to Karnataka's resources. You have the strength of the entire nation standing with Karnataka. India's economic ecosystem is deeply integrated, which means investing here gives you access to the country's vast and diverse resources. If your business requires minerals, you can source them from Chhattisgarh and Odisha. If you need skilled manpower, the hard-working professionals from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar will be ready to contribute. If your supply chain depends on MSME's output, you will find robust support from Noida and Coimbator's MSME entities. When you invest in Karnataka, you are not just investing in one state, you are tapping into the collective strength of India's vast resources and a colossal talent pool. Today, India is in the era of the cooperative federalism, where we'll work with the true spirit of Team India. A remarkable example of this is the GST framework, in which representatives from both the central and state governments come together to collectively decide tax rates through consensus. This is the testament to how the central and state governments are collaborating to save the country's economy. Friends, I believe that one of the biggest reasons behind the growing culture of cooperative federalism in India today is the leadership experience of our Honorable Prime Minister, who himself served as the Chief Minister of Gujarat for many years. I too have had the honor of serving as the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. This first-hand experience of governance at the state level has given us a deep understanding of the importance of cooperation between the center and states. And today, India's cooperative federalism is stronger than ever before. Friends, I firmly believe that for all of you, this is the moment and the perfect time to invest. The opportunity before you is unprecedented. Now is the time to grab it. By investing today, you are not only unlocking new avenues for your own success, but also contributing to the economic growth of Karnataka and the nation as a whole. You are all seasoned investors, and in your language, terms like going short and going long hold great significance. When you anticipate that the value of an asset is going to decline, you choose to go short. Conversely, when you see strong potential for growth and believe that an asset's value will rise, you go long. And if you look at the recent past, one thing is clear. Those who went short on India and its people's future saw their success and fame fade away just as quickly. On the other hand, those who went long on India and its immense potential have witnessed sustained success, lasting impact, and enduring growth. That is why today I urge all of you to think for the long term, invest with confidence, and make the right choice, and all of you should go long on India. I once again extend a warm invitation to all of you to invest in Karnataka. The role that investors, business leaders, and industry captains like you have played in driving India's growth is truly remarkable. Your contributions have been instrumental in shaping the nation's economic progress. A lot more needs to be done towards the national objective of becoming Viksit Bharat by 2047. Together, we will get the job done. Thank you very much. So nice.